Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, The CD Collector. My name is Brandon. If you're new here, this channel is about anything music related, such as music news, album releases, just random little things here and there, and me also showing off parts of my 4,600 plus CD collection. If this is something that you may be interested in, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Today, I'm continuing part of the CD collection series. We're still in blues. I'm doing these mostly by individual letter for the most part, depending on how many I have in each one to show off, because I do have over 500 plus blue CDs. Also, there'll be another thing you'll notice here in just a second that my CDs are not in cases because I do not have the space for them back here in this room, because this also houses my personal working area for my full-time job, my eBay business, and also my personal collection back here in this one little bedroom. So, or office. Anyway, space saving sleeves.com where you can get it. Links below. I'm not affiliated. You'll see why I use them in just 1 second, and I'll go ahead and show you now. This is blues, letter D. I think I have 23 albums here to show you, or CDs. There they are, all on sleeves. I like these because you can still see the spines. See if I can do this kind of like a reverse way on the shelf. So these were on a shelf. You'd be able to see it just kind of like that. Doesn't damage any artwork in any way, shape, or form. They're designed to actually go along the edges of the CD tray. I do use a Case Logic sleeve, and I'll show you some of these also as I go through these. How the CD is stored inside there too, also, so it does not get any damage. Go ahead and get started here. First one is a blues harmonica player, Mad Dog, Lester Davenport, I Smell It Right. I'll point out some of the ones also, if I recall off the top of my head, approximately that are higher in value as far as if you're wanting to buy them, you may have to pay a little up for them. Just good, straight, just solid blues. I'd probably call it Mississippi blues. So I'll go ahead and open this one up here. Okay, so I have little notes in here also, just a piece of paper showing me what condition it is, if it needs cleaning, and so on and so forth. I also have a database to keep track of it. I do not use Discogs like most collectors do. I use collectors.com. I have an app and an app on my phone and a desktop app that tells me what I have in my collection. I can put want lists in there. I can put extreme details, how much I paid, what I paid for it, current value, any little thing about it. It is a service that you do pay for. It's like $26 a year for updates. You can just do it for 1 year and just get as many updates up to that point and still keep the product, still keep the thing. So anyway, figured I mention that also. Again, not affiliated. There's the inside, and then or I should say, well, booklet inside, and then there's the CD on top of the tray. So it's like a $10 to $15 CD if you're looking to purchase it online. Last I looked. Make sure it folds back right where it goes. Another good artist here. This guy's pretty good. Larry Davis. Just good, straight, solid blues rock. I ain't begging nobody. On the Evidence record label, which is a blues label. Again, I'll show you inside of some of these. I'm not gonna do it for all of them because otherwise this video will go way too long. But you can kind of see the design in these. But again, save a ton of space. Larry Davis, Sooner or Later. Bullseye Blues record label. And we got another good blues guitarist here, Jimmy Dawkins, All for Business. Also features Otis Rush. And another good solid blues artist here. He doesn't really need much of an explanation. This guy's a great blues harmonica player, Willie Dixon. Again, I'd probably classify this as Mississippi blues. Just that real southern old school blues harmonica playing. Here we go, some Double Trouble. It also features Dr. John on here, Eric Johnson, Susan Tedeschi, Johnny Lang. Nice little compilation. And I do have Dr. John in my blues. I mean, he could be into a couple of number of things, jazz. He could be into like Zydeco, I think possibly little tendencies there. Really, he's probably more under New Orleans jazz or New Orleans blues. He's passed away. I think he's been gone 5 or 6 years now. You also may remember him from did some of the voiceovers for some of the old Popeyes commercial too. Definitely check those out on YouTube if you haven't heard him, because his voice is pretty distinctive. Here we go. One of his more known albums here, Dr. John's Gumbo. Features Iko Iko on there. What else we got here? We've got Dr. John going back to New Orleans. I do have a lot of Dr. John in here, so you're going to see this for a few minutes. Make sure the camera's focusing on these as much as possible. I have 2 copies of this one, so one of these actually may go up in my store for sale. Dr. John television. I am going to thin out probably some of my collection in general. As I go through John, you'll notice. Yeah, here's the second copy. I listen to all kinds of genres of music, anything from blues to death metal and anything in between, rock, all types of stuff. So you'll see that go through my collection, how my taste is pretty wide. Here's Dr. John Trippin' Live. So definitely something you might want to check out, see what I listen to, because I might turn you on to some other artists. Other artists you may want to check out and listen to on YouTube before you buy, so on and so forth. Dr. John Zuzu Man. It's a compilation of some sort. I don't think this is an actual studio release by any means. We're about halfway through this already. Dr. John Athena Zone. I put my releases in chronological order, starting with the oldest first and then working my way towards the newest. That's how I categorize myself. A lot of people do it. So I have genres and then subgenres of stuff. Blues, I didn't want to do subgenres because I'm not an expert in blues as far as that goes. But other forms of metal, I've got heavy, thrash, folk, death, black metal, stoner metal. I've got subgenres that way. You'll see later on as I go through these videos. Dr. John and the Lower 911, The City That Care Forgot. It's a 2008 release. I'll show you inside some of these. Got this at a thrift store for $1.08. I'll post a note that says that, and I even put when I bought it. And then I update that stuff information in my database, where I bought it from, what condition it's in, whether it's in a jewel case or digipack. And I mean, that collector's program is awesome. I'll probably do a video on that at some point, kind of showing you guys that. If you don't have any Dr. Johns, this is probably one you might want to go with. There's probably an essential out there, but this is pretty good too. The Definitive Pop Collection. I think I might pick this up shortly after he passed away. But his biggest hits on here also. Right Place, Wrong Time. The condition I got actually isn't in that shape, so I'm actually looking out for a newer one. These sleeves, there's two CDs behind here. And I'll kind of pull it out just a second so you can kind of see. You can fit easily up to 4 in here, maybe 5 or 6, depending on how many you're going to cram. Because I can put 2 behind the booklet and then 2 in front of the tray that you just saw there. So again, saving a lot of space. Just for example, since I got some other stuff next to me here in cases, I'll just do a little space saving thing here. Okay. So we have 5 cases. Here we have 5 sleeves. The space. Just not even close. Anyway, I figured I'd point that out. Again, links below if you want to use them. They're a lifesaver for me. Wouldn't be able to have a collection this big otherwise. And continue on. Here's a 2-disc set. Dr. John's New Orleans Band. This is a compilation also on Atom Music. I've never heard of the label. Picked it up, never saw it before. Figured I'd add to my collection. Dr. John Lockdown. This is a Digipack. I don't have my Digipacks, my cases. I do keep them. They are stored in my crawl space. Everything is, it's almost a tempered climate down there. It's cool in the summer because the AC is running. It's warm in the winter because the heat's running. So there's no moisture, no nothing. I go down every once in a while just to double check, make sure there's no issues. And haven't had any hit. So, but that one, what else we got? This one's cool. This one actually is pretty rare. The Lost Broadcast, Dr. John at the Ultrasonic Studios, New York, 1973. Definitely one you want to check out if you want some more rarer stuff in your collection. There's the CD label. And just a couple more to finish out this video here. This one's another rare one also. This was a reissue on Wounded Bird Records, so there aren't too many of these around. Dr. John Babylon. Got this at a local record store down in Central Illinois. This is a mint condition copy. I paid $7 for it. One time when I looked at this, it was a $30 or $40 CD. Again, obviously prices change and fluctuate, so on and so forth. What's this? Champion Jack Dupree, Blues from the Gutter. It's actually got a major record label release. This is on Atlantic Records. You don't see too many blues artists released on major labels. You might see an initial release on a major label, but other than that, it's usually not. Like the only one I can think of really that's been on a major label and was pretty much their entire time that they were around is the late Stevie Ray Vaughan. He was on, I believe, Columbia. Here's an artist that I believe actually has passed. I'm not mistaken, he's passed away. Chris Duarte Group, Sugar, Texas Sugar, Strat Magic. I believe this is the debut album from him. 1994. So this album is 30 years old already, which is crazy. I actually have two copies here. One with the artwork was damaged. So there's actually two of the same CD in here. It's easier to just keep it together that way. Chris Duarte Group, Romp. This is a harder one to find. What label is this on? 2003 release on Zoe Records. There's more stuff that he's released. I just don't have it all. I don't know if I'm going to get it all either. I'd like to complete a lot of stuff in blues. I'm starting to listen to blues again, which is making me really want to buy some more stuff. And I did recently, so you'll see that in an upcoming video from my CD mail haul videos that I'm doing on the channel also, stuff I recently got. And last but not least is a burn copy. Chris Duarte Group, Blue Velocity. Provog record label. This record label is known also to have another amazing blues artist on a lot of their stuff, Joe Bonamassa. Again, this is just a CD error. So anyway, that is all for my blues letter D. I believe there was 23 CDs in here. I just showed off, give or take. But that's all I got. For trying to make these videos short and sweet, just why I'm kind of breaking it all up so it doesn't take hours and hours, because most people don't watch the long videos or short videos for that matter. Anyway, if you got some information out of it or actually like what I did here, consider subscribing to the channel. Click the like button, which also does help me out, and click the bell for future notifications of other videos just like this. And if you made it this far, I just want to thank you for your time, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.